Hi Malky, how you doing?
Martin, good, yes.
First question to you is, because you were the champions last season, does that in your mind, does that mean that you're pretty confident, or does it add some extra pressure for you going into this match?
Well, you don't have a God-given right that to just assume that you're going to win every year. There's a lot of hard work and effort goes into any league campaign, and given our experience from last year, we know how difficult and how challenging it was last year. And I think having to retain it's going to be an even bigger challenge, but it's one challenge that we're aware of.
And due to the World Cup being on at the moment, is that the time for your players to shine to the public?
Well, I think given the kind of visibility of football now, there's lots of football on the TV, and it definitely invigorates people. Let's hope the girls are not up too late watching it right enough. Yeah, but I think having the football on the TV, the World Cup, I think it's definitely something that drives us forwards. Yeah.
And if I could just ask one more question to you, the league seems pretty tight at the moment. Celtic are just 1 point behind you. You're on level with Glasgow City. What are you expecting going into the match this weekend?
I think the one thing that we know is that every game that Rangers Football Club plays in, every opposition team that comes up against us wants to beat us. So it's something that we're really understanding of, something that we've gotten used to, something that we're getting more and more exposure to week in, week out. And I think what's happening is that the girls are actually getting an air of confidence about themselves, and the respect that the girls give to the opposition, knowing full well that they want to try and beat us, and to beat us is a major result for them, is a challenge that they look forward to every week.
Hi Malky,
Hi,
how's
Stevie.
your squad this week, and where are we in terms of fitness? I know a few of the girls were maybe unwell and didn't make it, Nick Doherty and things last week. How are they looking this week, and how are we set up for tomorrow's match?
Well, this week we've got a clean bill of health. Cathy Hill's got another week of training under her belt. Megan Bell will play on Sunday after we play on Saturday. We have a game arranged for her to give her valuable minutes. So right now, as it stands, it's only Jane Ross that's unfortunately got the long-term injury. So yeah, we're in a strong position in terms of personnel to choose from. Not just that, there's a hunger and a desire about the whole building. There's an extra edge being put on it that's never been there for a couple of years now. So yeah, it's looking very much like what Rangers Football Club should look like.
We obviously spoke in the aftermath immediately after City last week in the 1-1 draw. Have you had time again to go back and reflect on that, and do you still feel, as we did at the time, that the girls done really well, and it's a case now of we didn't get the winner, but we need to take the kind of performance into tomorrow and make sure we do get the goals that win the game?
Yeah, on reflection, if we look at the chances that we created, we really have to be more demanding in terms of putting the ball in the net, because we know that when we come up against the teams such as City and such as Celtic, it may just hanker on that one chance going in the net. But I think the real pleasing bit again, and on reflection, having looked at it, was the level of performance given by each individual, and then that culminated in collectively the squad being strong in their performance and sure about their football. They had an absolute dominance about the game, so I was pleased in that respect. But again, as I always say, it's about 3 points. We never got the 3 points. However, a lot of positives to take out from that game into the next game.
Afternoon, Malky.
Afternoon, Rhiannon.
Just to touch on what Stevie said, obviously, apart from Jane Ross, you've pretty much got your full squad back. How vital do you think that'll be coming into quite a long run? And we've also got a cup final to kind of look forward to on the 11th of December.
Well, I think when we first started the journey a couple of seasons ago, last season also we got hit with a few injuries last season and had to kind of makeshift a few teams to gain the performance. But I think everything that we've done in the last 2 years has been a learning, has been a development, and it's something that we've been able to build upon. None more so than this year. Then we're going into this game, and again, it's a new dynamic in that we've got a full squad to choose from. So again, everything is about being open-minded, Ryan, and open-minded. And the girls are starting to open their minds up to, it's about a squad, it's about the team rather than it being the individual. So there's a sacrifice, a willing sacrifice that each player has accepted, and they know that they could train all week and train to a top level, but not find themselves in a starting 11. However, if called upon, they have to be ready. You know, the word ready that we use at Rangers is none more so. It's a real poignant word in that you must be ready to step over the white line and produce.
Excellent. And just about yourself, how much are you looking forward to the game tomorrow evening?
I'm so, you know, to play against, you know, the Glasgow City, Celtic, and these teams. This is why you want to coach. But the real buzz for me is to see exactly where we're at, where are we at against our rivals, against Celtic come Saturday. So really looking forward to the game, and really looking forward to seeing the girls go out and give a best account that they can do.